Hi everyone, welcome to my channel. My name is Teresa here on Teresa Talks. I'm gonna do or try to do a little Halloween look. I'm thinking something tiger-esque. Let's see how it goes. If you're interested, keep watching. All right, so the first thing that I'm doing is grabbing some white paint. You can pick this one up at Michael's like I did, or maybe a different craft store. This one is like a face painting one, and it's called Snazaroo Professional Water-Based Face and Body Paint. I know a lot of people too, if you don't have paint available to you, use the lightest concealer that you have, and then you would either bake it with like a really white translucent powder or eyeshadow, if anything. But just for the purpose of this video and trying to speed up things, I'm gonna go ahead and use this one. I'm also gonna use one in the shade Black. For the stripes, you can use liner, but I'm gonna cheat a little because why not? Everything else will be eyeshadow base and things like that. Let's start with some primer. This stuff is my absolute favorite. It just feels, oh yeah, look at that. And it gets sticky right away. I love this stuff. Okay, primer's on. Let's go down to the white paint, and then I have, it's a foundation brush that I'm gonna use, but I'm gonna dip that in some water and really activate it. So now I'm just gonna go ahead and paint my face white. Should I do half? I feel like I should do half the face, but we're gonna go ham. So I'm just gonna paint it all. This is what happens when you don't go in with a plan, and then you look like this. Ready, out for the day. Going to work, bye, don't bother me. All right, so now that my face is all white and my lips and everything, I'm gonna let it dry down because it does feel a little wet still. So we're gonna wait for this to dry down, and then we're gonna be putting some translucent powder. Just very lightly, I'm just gonna brush some on to make sure it's dry so that way the shadows perform their best. Yeah, I'm gonna go grab some translucent powder now. So grabbing some white translucent powder from Anastasia, I'm gonna put some on a brush and tap off the excess, and then just go ham. All right, so now that I've set the face, I'm gonna go ahead and use some orange shadow. The shadow that I'm gonna be using is from the Narina Volume 3, and it's the orange one with the little butterflies. The shade that I think I'm gonna start off with is gonna be A2. So, and I'm using just like a blush brush. You can see I still have some residue, but for this look, it does not have to be perfect. So I'm going in with A2. I'm really just like hitting it. Look at that. And I'm gonna draw on my face. Drawing on the face with it. I think I'm gonna go in with the more dense brush. So this one's more like a blush brush that you're really just kind of like, what is it called? Blending. I'm gonna go in, but this one's smaller, a little bit more compact. Let's see what it does. Yeah, way better. Just so I can get the outline going, and then I'll go ahead and buff it in with that brush again. Oh man, I really dug into there. Okay, so I kind of went in with my finger a little bit and just kind of packed it on. This is what I'm looking like so far. I know, kind of crazy. Now I'm going to pick up the shade E4, and it's like this mustard yellow. Let me see, I can see it like that. And I'm going to outline where I just applied all of that orange. Yes, like that. All right, so now that that is all on, I'm going to go back with the blush brush that I first used with A2, and I'm just going to dab a little bit on there and then buff it to kind of get it to blend a lot better. There you go. And I'm going over the orange and buffing the orange. I'm not really focusing on that yellow yet, just blending this orange into it a little bit, you know? No rhyme or reason. It's okay to look a little crazy. It's all right. And like right here, you see how it's like missing some? So I'm going to even use my finger with that A2 And I'm just gonna, yes, do that number. And then blend, 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 blend. Circular motions. And because it is a pigment, I'm getting a lot of payoff for it. Yes, queen. Okay, so now that I'm kind of happy with the way that's blending in, I'm gonna focus on my eye. I'm using the Huda Beauty liner here. What is it called? Life liner, yeah. And I'm gonna go ahead and line my waterline all the way from the inner corner all the way out. Like that. Every time I line my waterline, my eyes get a little teary, like it's not used to it, especially since I haven't been really wearing makeup. Going in all the way in her corner. Okay. And then I've noticed that Norvina palette doesn't have a black shadow. So I'm going to grab a palette that I feel like everybody has already too. Is the Alyssa Edwards. It has a black shade called Beast. Perfect for this look. And I'm packing on that black shadow. And it's a small brush like this. And I'm going to go ahead and just trace over that waterline. Kind of building it, mattifying it as well. Like that. Doing that to the other eye. And then once I hit that inner corner, I want to look straight in and kind of curve it downward like that. So if you didn't know what I was talking about, that's that part I'm talking about where you can like see like their eye gunk. I don't know. I wouldn't know what the heck you call it. Okay. Now that I look like this, I'm going to go ahead and stop with the black. I'm going to pick up another brush. The one that I'm going to use this time, it's a Morphe M330, and it looks like this. It's kind of like just like a pointed fluffy brush, blending brush. And I'm going to pick up a brown shade. In the back, going back to the volume 3 Norvina palette, I think I want to pick up C3. I think C3's would be a nice brown. It's right in the middle. And look at, check it out. It's kind of like this orangey brown. And I'm going to just shade in like a contour. So getting into that hairline. And giving this look some dimension. Again, it does not whatsoever have to be perfect. There's no rhyme or reason. I'm just really building on it to give me that cat kind of look. And that blend, that contour. So I want to get aggressive and get in there. So that's the next thing that we're doing right now. I really just blended that in the best I could for right now. And then I'm noticing my brows are still showing quite brown. So I'm going to go over with some more face paint and really just pack it in because I want it to be as white as possible. I guess I should have glued it down first, but I mean, like I said, it's my first time. I think if you are trying to make this look like really dramatic and what have you, glue down your brows and paint over. That's what I would do if I could do this over again. Well, I mean, I can, but for the purpose of this video, this is a true do-it-yourself learning with you guys. Yeah. And I'm even gonna highlight a little more white paint right here. And my whiskers, you know, like a... Yeah. So after trying to do whatever the heck I just try to do in my brows, I am going to ignore it and go on. We're moving on. Look, like right here, I need to blend this out too, but that's for later. You know, these are the bloopers. No, just kidding. Anyway, so I'm going to go back with that same brush that we use for C3 and dig in there and fade in here. Really fade into that white that we left. Kind of repeating the process. Yes, that's what I needed. Because I'm like, why do I have this white patch here still? Hello? Put some brown in it. Okay. yeah, so the next thing I want to do is going back in with the Huda Lifeliner. I'm gonna make that little, the nose that tigers have. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's not a kitty nose. Like, you're not gonna go up high. It's pretty flat, but it almost looks like a heart. So I want to play, yeah. Like, I want to use my nose holes and try to see what I come up with. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, like that. Connect here. Yeah, that's what I feel like I was missing. Going in with that yellow and connecting the nose to like the rest of the face. Way better. And then I'm going into the same yellow, and I'm also going to pick up D1 at the same time. So it's yellow and D1. And really just literally playing with my nose corner right here. And just buffing that. Trying to create this like illusion of blended shades. Because tigers are not very yellowy. You know what I'm saying? They got more brown. They out in the wild. They out in the wild. Okay. So now that I like contoured my nose, my face a little bit more, I was gonna go in back with the liner, but then I'm like, hello. That's why I have that black face paint. You know what I'm saying? So I'm going in with the black face paint. Just like getting in it. Yes. And then gonna go. Don't breathe. Yeah. Kind of shade that in. Yes. Okay. Next, leaving that alone, I'm going to go ahead and, should I pop some more white on? We're just going to leave it. I'm going to draw my lips, you know, like a little tiger cat. We're going to go straight down from the nose. Okay. So I have my little whiskers. I'm going to go ahead and start making my stripes, baby. So I'm wetting up my little black paint here. And we're going to start some tiger stripes. Again, do not judge me because this is my first time with y'all. And then I was looking at a photo of a tiger and they're like symmetrical. They're like same. So it's not going to happen for me. Like, we're going to be honest. It's not going to go that way for me. But I'm going to kind of like make these little points almost like that. And then I'm going to build. Maybe if I go down like this, hold me. All right. So after creating and trying to fill in most of these lines before I can do like the final little, you know, touch-ups, I'm going to go ahead and do the dots around my lips to make them, you know, the whiskers. So I already have a mole, as you can see. So I'm just going to darken that one so it doesn't look out of place. And try again on this. Again, I'm trying to keep it, you know, as similar as possible on both sides. But I know it's not going to happen that way, but we're going to try. We're going to All right, so going back in with D1 now, so on the palette, the one that I used on my jawline, I used E2 and D1, and I'm gonna blend upwards to this inner crease right here and kind of buff that shadow. I really wanted to make it look natural instead of just like liner strokes and what have you. See, like that dirty look. Okay. I think I'm okay with that. Now we're gonna go in with the little pen again and some black paint and make our little whisker lines. And let's see how that plays out for us. I'm kind of scared. And then I'm gonna go back in with my powder, the translucent powder from Anastasia. And that's it. I am done with my tiger look. What do you guys think? I'm flaring out my nose to make it even more broader. What do you think? I almost want to curl my hair, but then I'm like, I'm not a lion, I'm a tiger. But this is the official look. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Don't forget to like and leave a comment down below. I know it's been a while, but I am back and excited to do more videos for you guys.